Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever walked into a casino and thought, there's no way they beat everyone? Somebody's gotta be winning, right? Because that's exactly what most sports bettors think. They see the flashing lights, they see the people cashing tickets, they see plus 300, plus 400, plus 500 odds, and they think, if I just pick the right games, I'll be fine. But casinos don't win because they are lucky. Sportsbooks don't win because they're smarter than you. They win because most people don't understand probability. And today I'm going to show you the one distinction that separates people who donate from people who pull money out consistently. That distinction is implied probability versus true probability. Once you see this, you'll never look at odds the same way again. Now let's start with the biggest lie in sports betting. It's either going to happen or it's not. That's how casual bettors think. Team A versus Team B, over versus the under, yes versus no, coin flip mentality. But here's the problem. Sports betting is not binary, it's probabilistic. Just because something can happen doesn't mean it's likely to happen. And sportsbooks make billions because people confuse possibility with probability. Let me give you a simple example. If I tell you there's a 70% chance of rain today, do you bring an umbrella? Yes. If I tell you there's a 10% chance of rain, do you cancel your day? No, you don't. Now here's the key question. Did rain either happen or not? Yes, but your decision changed based on the probability. That's the difference between smart bettors and broke bettors. Casual bettors say, well, it could rain, so who knows? Smart bettors say, what's the actual likelihood of it actually raining? Now let's talk about implied probability. Implied probability is what the sports book is telling you the odds represent. For an example, minus 110, about 52.4%. Minus 200, about 66.7%. And a minus 300, about 75%. But now switch it to a plus 200, and that's about 33%. This is not what will happen. This is what the sportsbook says. If this bet were fair, this is how often it should win. But here's the trap. Most bettors assume if it's minus 200, it must win a lot. No, it only means you need this to win 66.7% of the time just to break even. That's it. No edge, no advantage, no profit. Imagine this. I run a raffle. There are 100 tickets. I say you need to buy 67 tickets to break even. But here's the question nobody asks. How many winning tickets are actually in the bucket? If there are 70 winning tickets, then you have an edge. If there's 67 winning tickets, well then you have a fair game. If there's 60 winning tickets, then you're getting robbed. Implied probability tells you what you need. True probability tells you what actually exists. Most bettors never check the bucket. Now, true probability is the real world frequency of an event happening. Not what the sportsbook implies, not what feels right, and not what the announcer says. It's historical data, matchup context, usage, pace, defensive schemes, role, volume. True probability answers one question. Out of 100 times, how often does this actually happen? And this is where the edge lives. Now let's bring back the cup analogy. I put 10 cups on the table. 8 cups have balls in them. 2 cups are empty. I tell you, I'll pay you like it's a 70% game, but you know it's an 80% game. That 10% difference, that's the edge. You don't need to win every time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need the true probability to be greater than the implied probability. And over time, that gap prints money. Now this is where people get uncomfortable because the bets with the biggest edges are usually boring, unders, alternate lines, player props, things where you want nothing to happen. Fun bets are the parlays, the spreads, the totals, the this team is better type of bet. Fun doesn't always equal profitability. Sportsbooks want you emotionally invested because emotion overrides probability. Betting a team is like needing 15 ants to do the right thing. Coaching, rotations, fouls, pace, injuries, refs, game flow. One ant screws up and you lose your bet. A good prop bet is when you need one ant to do absolutely nothing. Which one do you think is easier to bet? From now on, every bet comes down to one question. Is the true probability higher than the implied probability? If yes, then you play it. If no, then you take a pass. That's it. Not picks, not locks, not hype, just math, just discipline, and just edge. And if you want to shortcut the years it takes to learn how to calculate this correctly across every sport, you already know what to do. I teach this exact process step by step inside our system, from finding true probability to knowing when not to bet. If you want that, the link's in the description. If not, just remember this video every time you're about to place a bet.